A 2024 Ferrari 296 GTB. I think it's a 24, maybe a 25. Anyway, belonging to one of my neighbors here in the business, and he purchased the car, I believe, as a stepping car. Basically, moving his way up to the next model. I think this may be his third G296 I've done. This one was not going to come to us because he just bought it as a temporary car with existing PPF on the front. Not sure if this was the dealer, but or independent shop, but you could see here where the film was probably lifting. That's where it was trimmed, and look how badly it was stripped back, and nobody bothered cleaning the glue. Here on the inside it's lifting, which can happen to anybody, but then it needs to be properly fixed. Again here, look at how it was trimmed, glue left behind, not cleaned. So anyway, the car, besides the PPF on the front, once I received the car, it showed, and I've documented this, horrendous buffer trails and swirl marks and everything else everywhere, literally everywhere on the entire car, including the door panels, both door panels. And again, I documented all of that as well. You still see some weird marks left behind here that's not coming out. But yeah, so everything was paint corrected, and not a usual ceramic coating job or PPF job that we do, because again, he wanted it cleaned up so he could get it ready when he's ready to give it back to the dealer, and I'm assuming for the next model. And he already has quite a few Ferraris, so I didn't ask him what will be next, but I'm assuming some big models are coming. But yeah, everywhere back here, everything, when I say literally every panel was covered in buffer trails. I'm not exaggerating. Especially these panels here. These were just completely covered in horrendous sanding marks and buffer trails, both sides. So that all has been cleaned up, not to perfection, because if somebody brings me a car, and they're planning on keeping it, and they want perfection, then we'll do a paint correction to be as perfect as possible, and then you will be charged accordingly. So when somebody says a car has been paint corrected, it's to what level? So in this case, we removed all the buffer trails and swirl marks, but did not go after every imperfection that we saw. So everybody that comes for a paint correction / ceramic coating PPF needs to let us know what their goal is. Whether they just want it's going to be a daily driver, do they want it as a concours level car? So according to what your desires are is what we'll do, and then you will be charged according to what we'll be doing. With this car now, the average person would not be able to find an imperfection on this vehicle. And so it's more than ready eventually to go back and be traded in, especially compared to the way it was given to him. I would say the car now looks absolutely perfect if we compare it to the way the dealer gave it to him. But by now I'm absolutely expecting that with every Ferrari that comes to me.